Alright, this is one of the wildest stories I have ever covered, and yes, it's real. Walburga Oesterreich, better known as Dolly, was born in 1880 to German immigrant parents. She grew up in Milwaukee, surrounded by other families from the same community. By the time she was 12, she was already working in the textile mill, owned by a man named Fred Oesterreich, another German immigrant who would become successful in the industry. Dolly was known for being charming, friendly, and well-liked. Fred noticed her too, and when she was 17, they got married. She became a sort of bridge between Fred and his workers, helping settle disagreements because everyone trusted her way more than they trusted him. But from the start of their marriage, Dolly was rumored to have visitors while Fred was away working, and in 1913, when she was 33, Dolly met someone who would completely change the course of her life. A 17-year-old sewing machine repair boy named Otto Sandhuber. Their connection was instant, but neighbors talked, so Dolly told people he was her vagabond half-brother, and somehow that story worked. To avoid raising suspicion, Otto eventually moved into the attic, entering and exiting through a panel in the bedroom closet. Dolly brought him food, books, a lamp, writing supplies, everything he needed. During the day, he cleaned the house, and at night he stayed completely silent, reading and writing science fiction stories that Dolly mailed out for him. Fred had absolutely no idea someone was living above his head. In 1918, the couple moved to Los Angeles, but Dolly agreed to the move only if she could pick the house, and of course, she chose one with an attic, which is super rare in LA. But when they purchased the house, and unbeknownst to Fred, Otto had already been moved into the attic. Then came August 22nd, 1922. Fred and Dolly were having a loud argument. Otto, listening from the attic, thought Dolly was in danger. He rushed down, grabbed 2 small pistols from the bedroom, and Fred ended up losing his life. Dolly and Otto tried to stage it as a break-in. Otto even locked Dolly inside of a closet, tossed the key, and quietly climbed back up to the attic with some money, a watch, and the pistols. When police arrived, they were confused. They suspected Dolly, but they couldn't figure out how she locked herself inside a room with no key. And here's the shocking part. Otto stayed in the attic for 8 more years. But by then, Dolly had added another man into the mix, her attorney, Herman Shapiro. Things fell apart when she gifted him Fred's diamond watch, the same watch she had reported stolen. Around the same time, another one of her companions, Roy Klum, told police that Dolly had given him a pistol after the incident and asked him to get rid of it in the La Brea tar pits. A neighbor came forward with a second pistol she had told him to bury under his rosebush. Both weapons were recovered, and even though they were in bad shape, detectives confirmed they were the same type used in the incident. Dolly was arrested, and while in jail, she told Shapiro that her vagabond half-brother was still living in the attic and needed help. When Shapiro opened the trap door, there was Otto, pale, thin, but polite, and he told the entire story. The press quickly named him the Batman, considering he lived in an attic. Otto was tried for manslaughter, but was released because too much time had passed. He changed his name to Walter Klein, moved to Canada, married, and eventually returned to Los Angeles, where he lived out the rest of his life quietly. Dolly's trial ended in a hung jury, most leaning toward letting her go. The charges were dropped in 1936, and she stayed in Los Angeles until she passed away in 1961 at the age of 80. And to this day, people still ask, how did she manage to keep someone hidden in her attic for almost 20 years without anybody knowing? May Dolly, Otto, and Fred find peace in the afterlife.